Yo, what's going on YouTube? Technically T bringing you another case video today, and we are bringing the first case video for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So you already know, man, this iPhone season, man, so go ahead and raise your iPhones up. Let's go ahead and get into some of these case reviews, and you already know, starting off, I gotta go ahead and jump into my Spigen cases. So first of all, huge shout out to Spigen for dropping these cases to review. But on the second note, man, this message right here is for Spigen. Now, I have to name this video full Spigen case line up, but what do you see in front of me? No, I do not have the full case line up. I am missing some key cases that people really want to see. I'm missing a Neo Hybrid, I'm missing a Thin Fit, I'm missing a Liquid Crystal, and I think I'm missing another one. I can't even think of it, man. But yo, I'm missing those cases. So everybody, if you're looking for one of those cases, unfortunately, they will not be in this review because I only have the 4 cases that you see right here, man. I got the Liquid Air, Ultra Hybrid, Tough Armor, and the Rugged Armor, man. So I gotta work with what I got, but if I do get those, you already know I will do a separate video for those cases only, man. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and start off with the least protective, moving on to the most protective. All right, first case that we have up, man, is the Liquid Air from Spigen. Now this is going to be your TPU style case. Now don't get it twisted when I say TPU style, because this really isn't a flimsy case. This is actually a pretty nice durable TPU material. If you look on the inside, you do get that standard Spigen pattern on the inside. Looking on the outside, if you take a quick look at it, if the camera can focus in, but you do get a textured back, and that really helps a lot when we are talking about the grip and everything on this case, as long as with the sides. When you look at the sides, you also get textured, very subtle ridges, but those subtle ridges will help you grip the phone a lot. So in that case, it is very, a pretty good case, man. So let's go ahead and slap the Pro Max in. Yes, I do have the space gray. I didn't do an unboxing video because you guys know iPhone boxes, it ain't gonna be nothing too impressive, so we don't really gotta do anything. But Pro Max 256 gig space gray, man. So that's what we're rocking with right now. So let's go ahead and slap the iPhone in it like this. And let's go ahead and take a look around the actual case itself. So go ahead and start off with that back side with that camera bump. You see the camera bump is protected. Take a look at the bottom. All of your cutouts are spot on. There are no issues down there. And your left side, volume up, volume down, nice and tactile, no issues. And getting to that mute toggle switch isn't hard at all. Now taking a look at the lay on the tail protection. Now I do have a tempered glass screen protector up here, but even with the screen protector, you see it does have a nice little lip that actually goes all around the case. So is it going to protect you when you drop your phone? I mean, possibly. This case is not going to be ready for a lot of heavy duty drop protection, but it will protect it if you land on the face just a little bit, just because it does have enough lay on tail protection where it will actually hit the case instead of your actual display of the phone. Next up, let's take a look at the actual fit of the case, man. And the fit is absolutely very good. If you want to say something, man, this is probably one of my most improved cases, because this case over the years has gotten nothing but better and better when it comes to the iPhone. I mean, you're doing a tug test on the sides. Even though I'm tugging it, it's requiring me a lot of tugging to do. When you're just flicking like this, man, you don't have to worry about the sides pulling back at all. Same thing with the top and your bottom. Very snug case. Just excellent fit when we're talking about this Liquid Air. And last but not least, how does it feel in your hand? It actually feels very good. This TPU material with the pattern on the back and the little ridges on the side actually give you a lot of grip, man. So it definitely feels like you have this phone and you don't really have to worry about dropping it. It definitely feels good, man. And bringing the wireless charger over here, let's go ahead and drop it down on the wireless charger. You see, it does work with wireless charging, man. So here it is, Liquid Air. If you're looking for a silicone type case and you don't want to break the bank on going out there and getting that expensive Apple one, then definitely go ahead and take a look at the Liquid Air, man. You will not be disappointed. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at the Rugged Armor. Now this is very similar to your Liquid Air, except this one does have a different little design, man. You get your faux carbon fiber on the top, on the bottom, and with the Rugged Armors, you do get a cutout for your Apple logo. Now, I know some people don't really like necessarily having a cutout because they think lint and debris and different things get in there like that, so I understand where you're coming from. But like I always say, man, slap a rear film screen protector on the rear of your device and you don't really have to worry about dust and anything scratching your device up and stuff like that, man. You do get some Spigen branding here on the outside in the material. You see the pattern just like the Liquid Air. But let's go ahead and throw the Pro Max in here and let's go ahead and take a look. So here it is, man, Rugged Armor for the 11 Pro Max. Taking a look at that back, you see that camera, all that whole big camera housing is protected by the case. Flipping over on the bottom, you see all of your cutouts are spot on. You don't have any issues there. And check out the buttons. Very nice and tactile, no issues, and getting to that mute toggle switch isn't hard at all either. Taking a look at that lay on the table protection, once again, this does have a lip that goes all the way around it, so it's not rated for heavy duty drop protection, but if you were to drop it down on the phone, you would actually know the case would actually protect it from the actual screen. So not heavy duty drop protection, but it can get the job done, man. It does give you a little bit of lay on tail protection. Next up, how does the case fit on the phone? And just like the Liquid Air, man, this fits absolutely amazing. Yes, you see some pulling and tugging here on the sides, but once again, you really have to pull it to get those sides to tug. Top and bottom, very stiff. But once this case is actually on, you hear that it has a very nice, satisfying click. Yeah, we got to bring the satisfying click back, man. But once it's up here, you don't have to worry about it messing up. You don't have to worry about it accidentally slipping off. This rugged armor has a very, very nice fit. And how does it feel in your hand? It feels very, very similar to your Liquid Air. Not really a huge difference if you want to ask, in my opinion. With the grip and the material, yes, this have a type of material as well, so that definitely does help with some of your grip on your sides. This is a little bit more smooth than your Liquid Air, so I would have to say that the better grip would be the Liquid Air, but this is an amazing case as well. So if you want a different design aspect of a case and you want to show off that Apple logo, then definitely take a look at the rugged armor. Dropping down on wireless charging, it does work just fine with wireless charging. So yeah, here it is, man. Spigen rugged armor, definitely another nice alternative if you're looking for a silicon TPU case. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at the Ultra Hybrid. Now you already know, man, this is one of my favorite clear cases out there on the market when we're talking about showing off the color of your device, and then this is no different, man. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Here it is, Spigen Ultra Hybrid. Let's go ahead and start off with that camera bezel. You do get protection there. Flipping it over on the bottom, all of your ports and cutouts are spot on. You don't get no issues there at all. Buttons, very nice and tactile, and the mute and toggle switch is not hard to get to at all. Taking a look at the lay on the table protection. Now, you know, yes, tempered glass screen protector, but it does have a nice little raised lip that goes all the way around it. So you should be pretty good in the event that you do drop this on the ground. Just know that your phone really isn't going to take the beating. The case is definitely going to take the beating on this because this has a little more lip than both the previous rugged armor and the Liquid Air. So you definitely get some more lay on table protection with the Ultra Hybrid. Next up, how does it actually fit on the phone? And the fit is going to be very, very good on the Ultra Hybrid. No different than any other Ultra Hybrid case for any other smartphone that I review, man. The fit is very, very good, so no issues at all. When we're talking about the pull and tug test, it passes with flying colors. So it does have a very, very nice fit. And how does it actually feel in your hand? It definitely feels pretty good. I always have to note that for the clear case people out there, if your hand develops moisture, this case might be a little slippery for you because it really doesn't have any grippy points anywhere on this case. It's going to be your smooth, all clear case, no issues, no really grip zones for it to do anything like that. But it does have a very, very nice look to the case. If you want to go ahead and show off the color, if you out there and you got that midnight green, or you just want to show off any color, I think all the iPhones look amazing this year, and you can definitely go ahead and pick up the Ultra Hybrid. Drop it down on wireless charging. You already know, works just fine with wireless charging, man. So here it is, Spigen Ultra Hybrid. And last but not least, let's go ahead and take a look at the Tough Armor. Now, this is going to be their most protective case out there for any of their smartphone devices, man. The Tough Armor is what you're going to get. Now, before we slap the iPhone up in here, let's go ahead and take a look at this shock material on the inside. And this is kind of like a padded material once you press on it. So that's very, very good. And it's definitely going to protect your iPhone when you drop this on the ground. You do get that hole for the Apple logo if that's your thing. And you also get a kickstand down there. Now, we'll get into that kickstand at the very end. But if you already know me, you know I'm not a huge fan of Spigen's kickstands. They just need to be a little bit more sturdy in my opinion, but let's go ahead and jump straight into this case. So here it is, Tough Armor for the 11 Pro Max. You see you get a very nice little recessed lip for the cameras in there. Take a look at all the ports on the bottoms, deeply down up in there, but you know, all your aftermarket, you know, cords and chargers and everything that fits pretty good. You get your volume up, volume down. Now, one thing you already know that I dislike about the Tough Armor are these flat buttons. Just because it takes you a while to distinguish which one is which. If you want to go volume down, if you want to go volume up, it's kind of hard to tell which one is which, except you do get a defining line between them. But I always said I would like the Tough Armor cases to be a little bit you know, more out, more raised, more so than smooth to the edge. Just the same thing with the power button. I would like it to be a little bit more recessed, so when you touch it, you know you're actually pressing that power button. You're not really guessing where your finger has to go. Taking a look at that layer on tail protection, tough armor, so you already know it does have a lip that goes all the way around it. So if you were to drop it on the ground, you should be good to go, and you shouldn't really have to worry about your iPhone, especially with the tough armor. Now the other ones, yeah, you might have to worry about it, but I think with the tough armor, you should be pretty good to go. Next up, how does it actually fit on the phone? And the tough armor is going to be a super duper tight fit. Now look, I am pulling and tugging on these sides and there's nothing budging at all. Same thing with the top and bottom, man. This passes the pull and tug test. Flying colors, absolutely amazing fit when it comes to the Pro Max, and that's to be expected when we are talking about the tough armor. And last but not least, how does it feel in your hand? And this definitely does add a little bit of bulk to your device. I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna keep you that thin profile if you like that with an iPhone. This tough armor is meant to protect your phone, and that's exactly what it's doing, man. So of course it's going to add a little bit of bulk. They do have some squared off edges, and to me that actually helps with a little bit when we're talking about the grip category. But overall, definitely feels like you do have a little bit of heft on your device. But on the flip side, man, it's definitely to protect it. But with all that protection, dropping down on wireless charging, yes, it works just fine with wireless charging. So here it is, man, tough armor for the 11 Pro Max. Actually, we're just about to get out of here, man, and I always forget about these kickstands. So first of all, yes, this is a plastic kickstand. Now, once again, to me, it isn't the most solid. You can kind of see it wiggling just there a little bit. But if you on the desk somewhere, if you want to set it up at your work office and you're really not going to be touching it or messing with it at all, it can do the job, but you just can't do a bunch of fumbling with it, man, because I feel like this will fall over eventually. But just be aware, man, this is going to be a very plastic style kickstand, and you hear the little snap once it's locked back into place. So yeah, it's there. Is it my favorite? Not at all. So here it is, case lineup for the 11 Pro Max from Spigen. We have the Liquid Air Rugged Armor Ultra Hybrid and the Tough Armor, man. So if you interested in one of these cases, then definitely drop down in the description below. Check out the links for the 11 Pro and the 11. They all gonna be down there, man. So definitely, if you're thinking about picking one up, definitely use the links down below. It helps the channel more than you know to keep these videos going. But until next time, go ahead and smash that like button. You already know. Hit that sub button if you rock with your boy. But until next time, later.